Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back with me. My name is Muhammad Hasan Basri, and this time I will describe about preposition and conjunction. Okay, next, for the first is preposition. What is preposition? Preposition are part of very important parts of speech. Because prepositions are usually used in front of a noun or pronoun and show the relationship between the two words. Another word in a sentence. They can describe the position, the time, the way something is done, and etc. Yeah, as we can see that a preposition is a word that is placed before a noun, pronoun, noun phrase, noun clause, and ground. Or we can say that object of preposition. And yeah, to make preposition in sentence, we must know that a preposition pattern. In preposition pattern, use preposition plus noun or pronoun or noun phrase or noun clause and ground. Ground is verb plus ing. For example, he likes listening to music. In here, to as preposition diikuti oleh music yang berkelas kata noun. For the next example is let's wait for her to come. Preposisi for mengawali pronoun her. For the next is my house is beside the church. Beside di sini sebagai kata preposition mengawali the church sebagai noun phrase. And the next is I have no idea of what you're going to do. Of juga termasuk preposition dan what you're going to do merupakan noun clause. And the last is her sister is awfully keen on watching movies. On di sini adalah preposisi dan watching berupa ground verb ing. Next, types and examples of preposition. Here, types of preposition are free and bound prepositions. For the first is free preposition or preposition bebas. Free preposition are preposition whose use is not tied to certain word or in other words which can be used freely. Included in this group are the preposition mentioned above. For the first example is I'm sitting on a bench. The second is the grass over the hill looks greener. Last is he was willing to sacrifice anything for the sake of his family. As we can see that free preposition tidak usah diikuti oleh kata apapun. Maksudnya bebas mau menggunakan apapun, bisa menggunakan verb, noun, atau apapun itu setelah preposition di depannya. For the next is bound preposition atau preposition terikat. Bound preposition are preposition that have rules in their use. These prepositions are used with certain words such as verbs, nouns, and adjectives. And kinds of bound preposition are verb plus preposition, noun plus preposition, and last, adjective plus preposition. Okay, here are types of bound preposition. For the first is verb plus preposition. For example is, do you believe in ghosts? For a week, she lived on bananas and milk. Yeah, as we can see that, after believe in diikuti verb. Itu ghost sama banana and milk kan verb ya. Jadi setelah preposition believe in and live on diikuti kata verb. Next, noun plus preposition. For the example is, there is no reason for leaving this early. Connie has developed a method for evaluating this problem. Ya, as we can see, reason for, method for itu adalah preposisi. Dan living and evaluating itu kata noun. For the next and the last, adjective plus preposition. For the example, he was absorbed in his book. She is afraid the dark. Nah, absorbed in, afraid of, frightened of, scared of, itu merupakan preposisi dan diikuti his book and the dark. His book and the dark are adjective. Oke, next preposition function. Ini pembahasan terakhir di preposition. Fungsi pertama yaitu time untuk menunjukkan waktu. That shop opens at 7 o'clock a.m. Ya, itu kan menunjukkan bahwasanya toko itu buka pada jam 7. The second is agent or pelaku. This novel was written by Harper Lee. Nah, by di sini diikuti oleh Harper Lee, yaitu nama orang. Di sini Harper Lee sebagai pelaku, bukan pelaku apa-apa ya. Di sini sebagai penulis novel gitu. This novel was written by Harper Lee. Novel ini telah ditulis oleh Harper Lee gitu. And for the next is place and direction, tempat dan arah. She was born in Sydney. Nah, Sydney ini adalah tempat. Dan ini she was born in Sydney artinya dia dilahirkan di Sydney. In menunjukkan tempatnya itu sebagai kata preposition Sydney itu sebelum Sydney. Instrument atau alat. I can make calligraphy with a brush. Nah, with a brush, with itu mengawali kata a brush yang berarti sebuah kuas. For the next is conjunction. I will explain about conjunction. What is conjunction? Conjunction is a word that are used to connect equivalent language units, word by word, phrase by phrase, clause by clause, sentence by sentence, and etc. For the example is, you and I are on the same boat. And menghubungkan kata you dan kata I atau subjek dengan subjek. For the next, is that your father or your uncle? Or di sini menghubungkan frasa yaitu your father and your uncle atau subjective complement and subjective complement. For the next, we went home after the rain stopped. After menghubungkan klausa we went home and clause the rain stopped atau main clause dan subclause. Last is he is smart but he is arrogant. But di sini menghubungkan kalimat he is smart and kalimat he is arrogant. For the next is types of conjunction. For the first, compound conjunction and the second, complex conjunction. Compound conjunction are conjunctions that connect things that are equivalent. For example, subject to subject, verb to verb, object to object, adverb to adverb, adjective to adjective, and etc. Compound conjunction dibagi menjadi dua. For the first is coordinate conjunction and the second is correlative conjunction. For the first, coordinate conjunction, anggotanya adalah Fenbosch. Yes, that's right. F-E-N-B-O-Y-N-S. F as for atau karena. For example, she was absent yesterday for she was sick. A sebagai and atau dan. Mr. Wilson invited me and him. And sebagai nor atau artinya tidak juga. He cannot see nor hear. B sebagai but atau tetapi. The shoes are old but comfortable. O sebagai or atau. Is Sam sleeping or going somewhere? Y sebagai yet or tetapi. She didn't study, yet she passed the exam. As di sini sebagai so atau sehingga. He was tired, so he went to bed. Fun boys ini selalu terletak di tengah kalimat atau di antara dua kalimat. Tetapi dia tidak dibenarkan jika meletakkannya di awal kalimat. Namun, conjunction lain bisa digunakan untuk menggantikan fanboys itu ketika ada di awal kalimat. Seperti, because he was afraid of the dog, the child hid behind his mother's skirt. Conjunction for, yet, and so selalu menghubungkan kalimat dan koma selalu mengawali mereka. Sedangkan and ketika menghubungkan dua kalimat dan memiliki tanda baca. Sebagai berikut. It was raining hard and there was a strong wind. Pada umumnya, conjunction diawali dengan sebuah koma ketika menghubungkan dua kalimat. For the next is correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction terdiri dari konjungsi yang berpasangan seperti both dan juga and. Not only dan juga but also. Either dan or. Neither dan nor. Pola dari correlative conjunction adalah both, subject, and subject, plural verb, or where have, do, take, and etc. Selanjutnya, not only, either, and neither, plus subject, plus but also, or nor, plus subject, plus plural or singular verb. For the example is, both the driver and the passenger were injured in the accident. Not only I, but also she is studying chemistry. Mr. Anderson or Miss Wiggins is going to teach our class today. Neither my sister nor my parents have been here. Okay, next, complex conjunction. Complex conjunction is a conjunction that connects the main clause and the subordinate clause. Here we need pola sebagai syarat untuk membentuk main clause, sub clause, atau untuk membentuk sentence. For the example, he was talking on the phone when I arrived. The next, we stayed there until we finish our work. Next, after she graduates, she will get a job. Next, I had left before he came. For the last, he went to bed because he was sleepy. Last but not least adalah conjunction function. For the first, penambahan atau cumulative. Selanjutnya ada pilihan atau alternative. Yang ketiga, pertentangan atau adversative. Yang keempat, kesimpulan atau conclusion. Kelima, ada keterangan tambahan atau opposition. Keenam, hubungan sebab akibat, cause and effect. Yang ketujuh, pengaruh atau akibat or impact. Maksud dan tujuan, purpose, dan syarat atau condition. Selanjutnya ada pernyataan mengalah atau conclusion. Terus ada perbandingan atau comparison. Selanjutnya ada cara atau manner. And last, waktu atau time. Okay guys, this end from my explanation in this video. So I say sorry if I have many mistakes because I still learning. And the last I say thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time.